As long as it exists, I got to talk about it, right? Stuff has to be shamed out of existence. Avengers Wasteland takes place in the future, and if you've read Dead Man Logan, which to me wasn't that good at all, I've always said I'm not a fan of the future timelines, different universe stuff that they do. It's almost an excuse for Marvel to just give writers books, but also what it does is it generally is corny, like this book is, and not necessarily the book itself, but more so the characters surrounding them, right? So Avengers of the Wasteland, right? Again, it piggybacks off of some of the characters that you saw in Dead Man Logan with Danny Cage, which is Jessica Jones and Luke Cage's daughter, as well as Bruce Banner Jr. He's in it, and you have Dwight, who is Black Ant-Man. Now, the worst of it all, of course, is Danny Cage being black female Thor. So again, it just feels like this stuff is cheap, right? And my thing when this stuff takes place, right, it makes it feel as if these guys are completely out of ideas, right? That's the feeling that I get. I'm trying to pull this up so I can show you guys. Now, to break down what's going on right now, they do a good job of just breaking it down. Decades ago, the world's supervillains united and collectively wiped out nearly all superheroes. Dr. Doom now rules the wasteland that remains of the United States with an iron grip, but even in the bleak of circumstances, heroes can arise and, symbol yada yada. So, again, future timeline, pretty much all your heroes are dead, and there we have it. So what's going on is that you have Mini Hulk here. Yo. You got black female Thor, which just looks so stupid, man. When it happened to Dead Man, when she was appearing as Thor, picking up the Mjolnir, it's just stupid. And unfortunately, I think, and this is the whole, and again, he's Black Ant-Man, essentially. Back in the Gap, he was a kid. He found an Ant-Man suit, and now he's Ant-Man. So you got two of these tokenized characters. Granted, yes, there's been Giant Man and so forth, so it's not necessarily a new thing when you talk about tokenized versions of Ant-Man. And then you consider Jane Foster and such. It's not the first time we got a tokenized version of Thor. But Captain America does appear here, and yeah. So my thing is this look. And I could be wrong, but I'm feeling like Marvel's starting to do a lot more of this sort of tokenization to legitimize reasonings to have this shit appear elsewhere. So this character is going to get expanded upon. They're going to write side stories on it. It was not a one-off, unfortunately. So obviously, because you got the story right here, right? So you're going to have other instances where this character pops up, probably going to get her own limited series in a future setting or something, and she's going to fly around being black female Thor, probably going to get a movie or show, and it's, what happened in the comics and all of this stuff, and it's just like, look, dude, you're out of ideas. And it's crazy. It's like, God forbid that Danny Cage goes the route of being, in either Luke's footsteps, Jessica's footsteps. She's Black Thor, so they wanted their Black female Thor. They got it. Black Norse mythology based. Thor's just a meaningless thing now. It's not as they turned it from it being his name to being like a mantle, and it's cheapened the impact of who he is when just anybody just picks up the Mjolnir. And it's not even just that, the Mjolnir being tossed around like a hot potato. A lot of people have picked it up throughout the history of Marvel, but this is a clear effort to have that kind of version of Thor, and that's what happens. That's how it starts, where they have these different versions of this character that they want to put out there, and you're going to just keep seeing these versions of them. And I think they're going to be utilized to sort of make these odd, and more so expand upon these odd versions of these characters. And I've always thought that it was lazy. I've always thought it was corny. You don't need me saying it time and time and time again, but I mean, I will, but you know my thoughts on the whole tokenization thing, and I don't understand what it is with Marvel and them having all of this money, and I think they have access to just really any pool of writers they can really choose from to come write for them and get some original stories instead of us getting these clone versions of or palette swapped versions, of characters that have historically existed. Like, we gotta have a version of another version of this character. And it's just not necessary, man. It's not necessary. It's just not necessary at all. I'm like, why is that so attractive? I guess I can answer my own question in the sense that people foam at the mouth. Oh, look at me, representation, diversity. Oh, it's like, God dog it, man. Black female Thor. Well, I guess half black female Thor, I guess, technically, if we want to get real technical about it. But again, she popped up in Dead Man Logan. But it was stupid then and it's stupid now. And just because that happened and they're letting you know, no, it wasn't a one-off. We're going to keep doing this. So Lord knows what's going to happen. This character's going to cross into the main universe and all. God. Just don't advise. Don't advise. Don't advise.